In the race to combat climate change, the need for innovative solutions has never been more urgent. But how do we address one of the biggest challenges we face, reducing CO2 emissions and reaching net zero? That's where COREu EU comes in. The COREu EU Project, which stands for CO2 Routes Across Europe, is one of Europe's largest research and innovation projects, setting the path for a successful expansion of carbon capture and storage technology. It brings together over 40 key partners from industry and science with the ultimate goal of drastically reducing CO2 emissions by 2035 and 2050, thus accelerating the transition to a low-carbon future. COREu EU aims to establish an openly accessible cross-border infrastructure and logistics network for CCS, connecting emitters and storage sites across Europe and advancing cutting-edge carbon capture storage technologies across the entire CCS value chain in Europe. And at the heart of this transformative journey will be the formation of COREu EU's Emission Reduction Alliances, or ERAs. The ERAs will be coordinated and managed by Glass Futures, a global not-for-profit research and technology cross-industry membership organization that connects the glass industry with academia to demonstrate disruptive technologies that will make glass and other materials zero carbon and sustainable. These alliances will bring together a wide variety of stakeholders, from industries to policymakers, tech providers to NGOs and trade organizations. And it will consist of two main levels: the EU level ERA, also known as CCS Innovation, and the regional level ERAs set up in key regions like Greece, the Czech Republic, Poland, Ukraine, Southwest Europe, with future plans to expand across Europe. Each alliance will have an ERA leader, responsible for organizing and moderating their respective alliances. They will also act as the primary point of contact for Glass Futures, offering updates on the progress and efforts made by the alliance towards fulfilling its mission. So what is the mission? The mission is to create a collaborative platform where diverse stakeholders come together to drive the future of sustainable, scalable, cross-border solutions aimed at achieving net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. At the EU level, the focus is on advancing the commercialization of carbon capture and storage innovation. The goal is to develop and implement scalable, effective technologies to mitigate carbon emissions across Europe. At the regional level, the objective is to create demand and a strong regulatory and investment rationale for developing new cross-border CCS clusters, routes, networks, and hubs. This will support the widespread adoption of CCS and accelerate the transition to a low-carbon economy. The Alliance will focus on 6 strategic themes that are critical to the success of CCS. 1. Financial models and incentives. 2. Awareness and community engagement. 3. Infrastructure development and integration. 4. Value chain assessment and integration. 5. Policy and regulatory alignment. And 6. Metrics, reporting, and verification. These themes will help address the broad spectrum of challenges associated with CCS deployment, from how we fund and incentivize these projects to see a clear financial benefit in deploying them at scale, to how we engage local communities to strengthen public acceptance and support for CCS projects, to how we involve policymakers to develop policies that support the commercialization of CCS, and how we ensure that all the pieces of the CCS puzzle fit together effectively. By addressing these key areas, the ERAs will aim to create a sustainable and scalable framework that will accelerate the deployment of CCS technologies across Europe. ERAs will foster and facilitate the creation of cross-border CCS networks, clusters, and hubs throughout Europe. These efforts will not only help reduce CO2 emissions, but also contribute to the long-term success of the fight against climate change. Through workshops, conferences, and events, will foster cross-sector collaboration, provide rationale for investment, and pave the way for regulatory frameworks to drive and secure the future of CCS innovations. From demonstrating enabling technologies and assessing future needs, to developing new CCS routes and establishing quality standards for CO2 transport, the ERAs will be instrumental in shaping the future of carbon capture, helping to bridge the gap between regions and ensuring that no CO2 storage site is left underutilized. By joining the ERAs, you are not just part of a project, you are part of a movement towards a cleaner, more sustainable Europe. Joining the ERAs offer unique benefits. You get access to networking opportunities across sectors, participation in crucial discussions, connecting with industry leaders, sharing knowledge, and being involved in shaping the future of CCS technology and policy. Together, we can accelerate CCS deployment, reduce emissions, and create a cleaner, greener tomorrow. So, what are you waiting for? Join COREu EU's Emission Reduction Alliances today and make a real, measurable, and lasting impact. Let's work together to turn ambition into action, because a sustainable future starts today.